I posted my last video showing how to farm legend level XP in Dying Light 2. Now, I was using glitch weapons and I enjoy them because they just make things easy and less grindy, especially when it comes to the higher parts of legend levels. But a member of the community asked, why don't you do this without a glitch weapon? Alright, bet. So similar to that video, you want to have some really good body gear. The higher the combat XP on that body gear, the better. You can see that I have a ton of body gear on each of my items here, so if you need a drop, feel free to become a channel member and you get drops like this. Just click the join button next to the subscribe button and you get a ton of this plus extra resources. The video in the top right will show more about that if you're interested. Now, weapons are going to be important because I can't use this military machete, which is a glitch weapon. We can go with the Soul Reaper, which is a really great weapon. You can only get level 9 gear when you hit level 9 in the crates where you get bandits, so that's the only place you can get those. Winter's Bow and Bard's Bow are decent. They won't do a whole lot, and the Chinarashi Sword is actually pretty fun. It recharges your stamina quite a lot. If you have the PK crossbow, this is going to help too. Either way, it depends on your playstyle. If you like one-handed weapons or two-handed weapons or maybe crossbows or bows, it just depends on how you want to go. Make sure that your body gear tailors to that gear as well, so that you do more damage. Okay, UV bars are going to be super helpful, as well as grenades and your UV flashlight. UV flashlight you can use if you don't have a lot of UV bars, so it's a good fallback to have. UV flashlight will help you stagger your enemies, so that is pretty good. Again, regen boosters, toughness boosters, muscle boosters, and even stamina boosters are going to help a lot. Definitely a must is going to be a regen and toughness boosters. And of course, having an XP booster is going to help a lot. But let's assume you don't have a high damage weapon. Just go ahead and find these renegades with this orange icon. You will only get these orange icons in endgame when you finish the game. So you will get higher level weapons in these crates when these are orange. So once you kill these guys, go ahead and open this loot crate and you'll be rewarded with a high damage weapon. Now it is a luck of the draw, so you might not get the best high damage weapon that you can get. So you might have to do this a few times. That way your chances will be higher on getting a higher damaged weapon. Alternatively, you get crates from when you increase in legend levels. So these will also give you weapons like the Soul Reaper, which you can see here. That's a really great weapon to get in this crate. And then right off the bat, you get the Axe of Orion. Great weapon too. Those two are probably one of the best to get. Okay, so for this XP farm, I'm going to do it similar to the other video. This is where I'm located on the map. And you can see there's a bed here that I can restart a new night. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So you can see I have an XP booster active, but I'm going to go ahead and hit my toughness, stamina, regen, and muscle boosters because I'm not going to be able to one-shot an enemy very easily. Having the fling mod on your weapon can give you a chance that you will one-shot a volatile, but it's not going to be very often. So go ahead and start a chase, hit level 4, and then all the volatiles will show up so you can farm some XP. And you might even get a tyrant here, so be careful he doesn't ruin your run. You gotta play super cautious because UV light doesn't affect them. And that'll give you a bunch of XP too. But now that I'm in level 4, I'm gonna get 5 times the nighttime XP plus additional XP because of my XP booster. You can see that I'm gonna utilize my flashlight and my UV bars while I'm hitting my enemies. And I'm not using a glitched weapon. You get this weapon in these crates that I've been talking about. But it is important to mention that having your toughness, regen boosters, muscle boosters to be able to hit your enemies harder, and even your stamina boosters will help to give you more stamina. Having the Chinarashi Sword helps increase your stamina faster than most weapons, but it doesn't do quite as much damage, but it's still pretty good. You can see things can get pretty chaotic, but as long as I have a toughness and regen booster, I'm going to be totally fine. Now, be sure to use your UV bars, especially when it gets crazy like this. There's a lot of volatiles. This location is probably one of the best in the game. Volatiles spawn faster per minute than most other spots that I found in Dying Light 2. So if you do use this spot, use it with caution. If you want to find more spots that might not be as crazy, but still yield a really good result, feel free to check the other legend level XP farming video. That will be at the end of this video. So let me show you a trick with your UV flashlight in case you didn't know about it. Just tap it before an enemy jumps at you or before you're about to hit him, and it'll stagger them so you can catch them off guard and just whack them to death. It's super easy, you don't have to waste UV bars. However, having UV bars will help you in emergency situations, as you've seen so far in the video. There's just so many volatiles, so much potential for leveling up XP. Now remember, when using your UV flashlight, having it fully upgraded is very highly recommended. If you haven't upgraded it, it's going to be relatively useless. So you're going to need military tech to upgrade that fully. And if you need military tech, again, I dropped 9,999 of them to you if you become a channel member. The same thing goes for XP boosters or any other loot that you can think of. And as you can see here, I'm always continuously topping up my boosters because I don't want to be caught off guard. If you let these die out, you will die out. Now, if you find that your weapon isn't doing as much damage as it should be, remember to upgrade your legend level points. This will increase damage on particular weapons or damage styles. So if you have extra points, be sure to use them on the type of weapon that you plan on using. Now, there's a trick here that I did also mention in my other XP video. You see what I'm doing here? I'm sliding so that I keep my combo going in the top right. My XP combo will go ahead and multiply the longer I keep it going. So if you keep this going, that multiplier is going to be much juicier. So sliding between these trash piles is going to help you a lot. Now remember to pay attention to your weapon's health. You want to make sure you don't lose it because you're not going to manage to survive an entire night on just one weapon if you don't repair it. If you have the correct charm, the solution is very simple. Go ahead and repair your weapon and you're good to go. If you don't have the correct charm, go ahead and check out the video I made on how to get the correct charm so you can repair your weapon. That video is in the top right in the cards. So all in all, a pretty simple video. I was able to level up 3 entire legend levels during this night, plus an extra half. So I could have made 4 legend levels if I really worked hard at it. So that's one of the big reasons why I like using glitch weapons. You can one-shot your enemies, it just makes it easier and makes the grind a little less grindy. Dying Light 2 isn't really that grindy of a game, but when you get over 100 legend level, then those legend levels start to get a little bit more difficult and it can get pretty tiring. Look, if you use glitch weapons, I don't care. If you don't use glitch weapons, I don't care. Play the game how you want to play it. That's totally up to you. Let's all just have fun and play the way we want to play. Most of the time, I do use normal weapons. Occasionally, when I want to just get something over with, I'll just use a glitch weapon. So there's times and places for them all. If you found this video helpful and want to support, consider joining the channel. You get a lot of extra perks. Becoming a Night Runner gives you trophy drops, military tech, loot such as poppies and so on, all the crafting parts. You'll even get body armor to increase your parkour and combat XP. All of that and more, so feel free to check the video on screen to learn more about what you get in the membership package. Or feel free to check out my other legend level XP video also on screen. Thanks so much for watching, subscribe for the future, and I'll see you in the next one.